What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Kaiza-Sama, and we are back with another DBZ Dokkan battle video. Now, for today's video, we are diving into some Super Dragon Ball Heroes content. Really just briefly going over what was stated in the live campaign that went on YouTube. Now, there are a few disagreements with what we have coming to us, and I know there's a few questions here and there, so I'll try to get to those questions and some of those bullet points within this video. If you guys are new here though, drop that like and subscribe for your boy. I see the engagement with the channel. I see it slowly growing. I do greatly appreciate all of that. Step by step, I appreciate all of you guys. Now let's hop into the video. Now, talking about Super Dragon Ball Heroes, first off, this is going to be the last year for the summonable banners, but they are going to continue the EZAs for the Dragon Ball Hero characters that have not received them. So if you're worried about that, don't worry. They're still going to continue bringing us those EZA banners during this year's time slot, I'm assuming. Next year, I feel like we're going to more than likely get the Dragon Ball Super Divers collab that's finally going to come into Dokkan, and I feel like as a side banner, we're probably going to get these EZA banners for Dragon Ball Heroes characters. So I feel like that makes the most sense as to how and when they're going to incorporate these EZAs to actually drop for these characters. So for this year, we're going to have a plethora of EZA characters coming to us, and then I expect that next year we're going to have the same thing coming for some Super Saiyan 4 characters and some different characters and whatnot. But diving into what we are getting for this special campaign, what you see on the screen is going to be a new challenge event. Supposedly we are going to be able to go up against a super class boss and a extreme class boss. They want you to use the new and old Super Dragon Ball Heroes characters. So that's just one thing to take in mind. Now we are also going to be getting a new story class event. I said story class, story challenge event. I suppose this is going to be where you can pick up the new female warrior of the Glass Tribe, female warrior in black. That's just my assumption. She could be in like a different Super Dragon Ball Heroes story event, but I suppose that she's going to be in this one, being that it's the latest story event that's dropping in the game. So I suppose it's not going to be too difficult. It's pretty easy, like every other year. It's probably going to range anywhere from 1 to 3 stages, so just keep that in mind. Now, when we talk about the female warrior in black, I suppose she's not going to be that powerful. I feel like she's going to be basically along the lines of who was that one character? She was like some glass character, and she was with hearts. I can't think of her name right now, but I feel like she's going to be along those lines, the same lines as her power. I don't feel like she's going to be that huge of a important character. Of course, to get her awakened and everything like that, we're more than likely going to be getting stones for that. So for like completion wise, I feel like, it'll be a good little, side mission to actually get her rainbowed and get her actually awakened. So you're going to have that done and get the stones for it. So that's pretty much all I really see, the value in her character and her being a free-to-play character. Now, when we talk about the actual new characters that are dropping, we have Darkness Purging Universe Tree Power, Super Saiyan God Goku Universe Tree Power. Then we also have the Dark Barrier that isolates all, Youth Few, Dogi Dogi Fully Absorbed. Now, for those of you who are not caught up on Super Dragon Ball Heroes, basically this is Few's final form. He gathered up all his power within the universe tree. He absorbed it, and he absorbed the Dogi Dogi. Dogi Dogi is a dark universal bird that has the power of, basically complete darkness. And then there's another bird that goes by Toki Toki, I think, and that's the power of light. So there's literally a bird of light and a bird of darkness, and Few combines himself with Dogi Dogi, and that's where the wings come from. And then he basically absorbs most of the power from the universe tree. And then this version of Goku basically manifests itself because he absorbs the power from the universe tree, hence the name Universe Tree Goku. So he turns that dark energy and that dark aura into his own godly Super Saiyan Blue aura that, is just channeling and traveling all throughout his body and all throughout his aura. And he all of a sudden has the power to compete with Few, who I would suppose this version of Few is already knocking out fusions by himself with like not key blast attacks, but like literally like blasting type of attacks. He's blasting fusions out of the sky. So it's safe to say that this version of Goku is almost up there with like Ultra Instinct, kind of like along those terms. But as for what we wanted to be the new character like lineup, the whole thing is that the banner and the special campaign, we're going from the 6th of November all the way until the 29th, basically the 30th, when you do JP timing. Now, the whole thing with that is that people now have speculations that there's going to be a part 2 Heroes banner. Now, are we going to get that, or are we going to get a part 2 to what is going on with the whole Slug campaign and all that? We're not too sure, but I would say, I'm pretty hopeful for a part 2 Heroes banner, because that would mean that we can have some very powerful characters coming for part 2 that we all, expected to see in part 1. And, it could just be something that they're going to pull out of the hat last minute and, get everybody hyped for Dragon Ball Heroes, because this is being the last year. I and a lot of people hoped that they were just going to go all out, give us these busted, just dope ass characters from the show, because a lot of people were, expecting to get Gogeta. Being that we didn't get either version of Gogeta is pretty disappointing, because there was Blue Evolution Gogeta that fought against Super Saiyan 3 Rose. We have Super Saiyan 3 Rose in the game, but no Gogeta. Now we are getting this Darkwing Few and no Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he shows up against Few, and he shows up against the Demon or the Dark Dragon Ball version of Shenron, and he shows up against Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Broly. So, like I said, the fact that we are not getting a Gogeta character is pretty disappointing. We're not getting Gogeta. We're not getting a Blue Vegito, a Kaioken Vegito. Like, there's just so many different options that we could have gotten that we're not getting, and I completely understand the anger that a lot of people are having with this banner. Now, when we take a look at this lineup right here for the second set of characters, we have Space Time Selector Ios, and then Creation of a Dark World Dark King Demigra, and then Enemic Fighter Warrior Black Super Saiyan. Y'all know what I was trying to say. Basically Super Saiyan Bardock with the Dark Dragon Balls. So Demigra, he can stay. Ios and Bardock, they gotta go. We could have at least had, like I just said, we could have had Evolution Blue Gogeta replacing Ios, and then we could have had Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta replacing the Super Saiyan. Or if we couldn't get 2 Gogetas, then like I said, Kaioken Vegito. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different options that we could have gotten in these places. And that's why I do hope that we get a part 2 for Heroes. And being that it's the last year, a lot of people are speculating too, what if we get an LR Superheroes character? That would be pretty hype, because for the past few years, a lot of people have wanted an LR unit to come from the Super Dragon Ball Heroes collab. So that's something that I am hoping finally comes to pass. But if it doesn't, it is what it is. But if not, at least give us a part 2 with characters that we all really, really wanted and anticipated. Now, from what I'm seeing, Demigra, of course, he's going to be very powerful. Ios is probably going to be very powerful. Super Saiyan Bardock, he's probably going to be, he's probably going to be on, you know, that okay level. Demigra, though, I would see him being up there with like Super Saiyan Rose, the other demons of Super Dragon Ball Heroes. He's definitely going to be up there, you know, with those top tier characters from the Heroes Collab, because I see Demigra and I see Darkwing Few and Super Saiyan Blue Goku. They're going to be the top 3 characters from this campaign, no doubt. And then, like I said, part 2, I hope we get a part 2 with some other characters. Now, getting into the EZA characters that we're going to get for this year, we finally have God Trunks getting his EZA Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta Xeno version. We have Xeno Pan. Who is that? Go Tinks or Go Tanks. We got a few different fusion variants of the hybrid Saiyans. We have Demon God Toa. She's getting her EZA. And then Mecha Kabura, he's getting his EZA. It's about time that he gets his. So I'm pretty hyped for Trunks getting his EZA, and then Mecha Kabura, the fusions. I'm pretty hyped for those characters, mainly getting their EZAs. But that's pretty much all we have to look forward to. The main difference is that we are getting this campaign pretty early this year. We're going to get it around the 6th. Like I said, we should get a data download sometime tomorrow. And if we do get that, then the actual banners should drop Wednesday morning or Wednesday night. So that's how I see it actually unfolding as far as the campaign and everything. When we're going to get the banners, we should get that we should get a specific time on that sometime tomorrow. Like I said, either the 4th or the 5th, we should get more information. Let me see if there's anything else that I missed. But yeah, I know, like I said, a lot of people are kind of disappointed about what we're actually getting coming to the game. Even the free-to-play character, the female warrior in black, they could have replaced her with Gogeta. They could have replaced her with Vegito. Like, there are so many different options, man. There's so many different options. It's crazy. Supposedly, Trunks with his EZA he's supposed to be really, really cheese. But I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I'm going to summon for the characters. I need to get all the characters on this account that I currently have for Global, because I don't have them on this account. I actually got this account towards the beginning of the year, a few months before anniversary started. So this is going to be my time to actually go to the actual peak of summoning for Super Dragon Ball Heroes characters for this specific account. So we're definitely going to be diving in deep. I'm definitely going to be throwing money to it. It is what it is. For me being a content creator, you know, it's a different perspective than other people that don't really care for Super Dragon Ball Heroes. You know, it's just completely different from some people's POV. But for me, I love Heroes. Let me know down in the comments if you guys love the Heroes collabs, if you're sad that it's actually going away. I do hope that, you know, we see more involvement with it in the future, though, but only time will tell. You know what I mean? So, like I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the next Dokkan Battle video. You guys take care. Peace.